Hello people, StrangeTemplar here. Welcome back to Cudgeldeer. It is the 7th day of spring and life is good. We are making a lot of stuff happening. There is a lot of construction going on. We are working on getting this tower finally somewhat constructed, at least a little bit put into place. Everything is going on there. I also have a couple felling axe heads being made and a couple more felling axes, as it seems that the reason why most of our trees are not getting cut down is because our farmers are the ones carrying the felling axes for some reason. They are set to do oh, I forgot to undesignate this. Oh well. We want it cleared out eventually anyways, but it just is gonna look weird for a second. Oops, my bad. But no, the farmers have a backup task of cutting down trees, but it seems like even when they aren't cutting down trees, they still feel like holding on to the axes, which are causing our woodcutters to be unable to actually cut wood, which kind of removes the whole point of having woodcutters, if you ask me. But hopefully by adding a couple more wood cutting axes to the mix, we should be able to cut some wood. Anyways, those are going to go as soon as we get some halves made, and those will get made eventually. I also have these soil stairs going to be deconstructed since they're fairly ugly, and I haven't gotten around to actually deconstructing them in, I have no idea how many episodes that we've had this memorial set up and it hasn't been deconstructed. Anyway, so I feel really bad about that. We need to definitely get the ugly eyesore, my gosh, I can't talk today, out of the way. But let's go ahead and train dig some ramp down, and we can get a little more, start getting everything else lowered again. Train dig, ramp down, get this dug down, and slowly lower this into an area that is going to be manageable. We also want to fell all of the trees over in this area. We'll also go ahead and take these out as well, just to make sure everything's clear and easy to work with. But yeah, lots of stuff queued up and waiting to happen, and eventually everything will start to fall into place, I'm hoping. But for now, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and let everything run and hopefully get everything caught up a little bit, and I'll bring you back once we're kind of caught up and back on the ball. So until then, I'll see you soon. I actually lied. I just paused it, and then I realized that we are sitting at 0 drinks, which is not a good situation to be in at all. What is Trickster doing? Trickster is stocking items. We do not want you stocking items right now. We want you milking the yaks. That could be a situation. Let's look at Rancher real quick. Rancher, let's see. Mechanic Hospital, pasture. Yeah, so he should be doing that before hauling. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Fortunately, we do have a well, so we do have emergency supplies of everything. But I'm going to go ahead and cancel cheese omelet and cancel cheese, so we stop making, turning our milk into cheese. And I'm going to go ahead and unsuspend our distillery briefly to get some wine. So Motion should be able to jump in and start making some drinks for everyone. But we definitely don't want to be dying of thirst anytime soon. So hopefully that will get remedied quickly. See, we're already up to 1 drink. Fortunately, it had like just dropped to 0, so we should be able to get back up here without too much issue, hopefully. But I might go ahead and forage over here as well, just to get our fruit stocks back up, so we can turn it into wine a little bit easier. Hopefully. Possibly. We'll see. Anyways, now I will let you guys go again. See you in a second. Alright, well, I feel like our crisis is starting to be a little bit averted here, and our drinks are starting to go up, our food is starting to level out again, and things are starting to fall back into a normal routine again. You may notice, however, that our soldiers are running around all over the place, and they are not currently training, and that is because I actually had to stop them training in order to turn them into some temporary haulers. And so right now they are just running around like crazy, honestly, just trying to get everything back under control. We have our food stocks getting stored, we have our drinks getting stored, and everything is kind of just running around. We have our yaks are producing milk again, which is great for drink stocks anyways. And Jabba, this whole time Jabba has just slowly been lowering all of this area to accommodate our new, hopefully our new farming area, or grove area. I'm not sure exactly which we're going to put in here first, but yeah, definitely going to be adding in some more growing and crops and all of that good stuff. He's going to go over in this area, but for the most part, you'll see not very much construction is happening right now, which is okay, because honestly I would much rather us keep control of our food and our drink and all of that. This area is kind of secondary to food and survival and all of that. Also, our apple trees are starting to grow, which is great, because that'll mean we can start harvesting these for some quick influx of food as well. We can just go designate a quick forage, and they're just going to run out there. Our farmers will run out there, grab all the fruit, and make life good. And poor Motion has just been working up a storm, just getting as much wine made as he possibly can. And most of the drink influx, I am going to assume, actually came from the yaks having getting milked finally. So let's see here. Drink. We have 25 wine and 32 milk. So, but yeah, Motion is definitely working up a storm, trying to keep everyone hydrated and happy and all of that good stuff. So, shout out to him, because I am not letting him sleep. Well, he is getting some sleep. And I think we're going to need to set up some more crates here for all of our food storage, which is actually a great thing to see. And so yeah, our yaks are finally able to eat again now that we have a trough made for them, because I don't think before they were eating, and which means they weren't producing milk, which means that we were getting dehydrated, which, you know, all from lack of a trough. Yeah, those important things in life, like a trough. But let's go ahead and get some more crates made. We want to make crates, and we're gonna make them out of birch, because that's what the other ones are. And let's make another 4 for now. Right? These are birch, right? Yes, birch. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, everything is starting to fall back into place. Who's that? Is that Jabba? Yeah, Jabba is out of mining jobs, which means that we need to get him digging a little bit more. I mean, as much as I love that tower, you all know I'm in love with that tower, but we definitely need more farming area. And I'll probably keep these soldiers on hauling duty for a little bit, because you can tell there's a ton of just dirt sitting around. There's food on the floors. Everything's a mess right now, but we'll make it work somehow. But yeah, it's definitely it was a little bit stressful there for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit I was a little bit stressed, but we're okay now. Everything's good. Zen is still hard at work making statuettes because he can, and everything is great. I'm feeling a little bit more calm. I don't sound calm, but I feel a little bit more calm. A little bit more relaxed. You know, just we'll make it work. We'll make it work. That's the important part, is making it work. So anyways, everything else starting to fall back into place. I turned off the cut clippings and fell trees on our oranges just to get another little area that we can harvest for food. Again, these apple trees are primarily for food. Who's this? Mince? Okay, Mince is working on the tower floor, which is fine. Evidently we're good on blocks for a while. Let's go ahead and get this cleaned up. Let's also clean the floor here and there. And get all of our industry facilities cleaned up, hopefully, and out of the way. And yeah, everything's starting to come back together. For the most part, I'm just waiting for Jabba to get all of this cleared out so that we can start working on making some new farmlands and all of that good stuff. That's probably going to be another episode away, if not 2 episodes away. And for now, I think we're just going to primarily focus on just letting everything run. Our cotton farms are going to be somewhat overrun with cotton for a while. I have it at a lower priority compared to wheat and strawberries. Strawberries is going to be top priority because they can be turned into wine. Wheat is going to be next priority because it can be used to feed the yaks and the alpacas, as well as get turned into sandwiches. The sandwiches are awesome. The pinnacle of culinary art, in fact. According to the Gnomes. That is what they are. And everything... I honestly was stressed out for a little bit. And I did notice that somehow we did have 1 wheelbarrow left after trading. Maybe I didn't trade them. I forget now. That was so long ago. But the wheelbarrows weren't seeming to cause too many hiccups. So I went ahead and built a couple more again, just to get our storage stuff fixed up. And who actually is that right now? BK is... Are we out of ore? Oh my gosh, BK! You are a stud. How are we doing? We have 16 bronze bars, we have 14 copper bars, and we are out of 10 bars. That's fine. That is fine. So we have all the bronze that we can make. Zeph is working on invention. Oh, we're about to get an invention from Zeph. That'll be exciting. I believe it'll be a fairly small invention. I think this is where we get like axles and gears and stuff, and we can't really put those to work yet. Oh hey, has invented the rod, the axle, the gear, the spring, the mechanism base, and the gearbox. Most of which can be made here. So the machine shop will make the basic parts, and then there's another workshop called the engineer shop, which will make the more complex, put all the basic pieces together into actual traps or other devices and whatnot. So those will get invented here in the next couple months, hopefully. But yeah, Zeph is making it work, and definitely getting some good old work done. So I'm excited. Other things that I want to get going on is once Jabba is done clearing out all of this area, I'm going to send him down into the depths. We're going to make an area right here. We'll make an area right here, which we can then put a training area in. And then we're going to start digging down into the depths right here. And the reason why we're doing this is once we go into the -8 area, we're going to have to start worrying about goblins and or not goblins, zombies and skeletons, beetles, and if we go really far down, we'll have to worry about spiders and all of that. And so what I want to do is eventually have a buffer right here where we can put a training area and then dig down here. So anything that comes up into our base, anything that spawns, will first go through this training area, which will have manned if we are doing any kind of work down underground. And then again, if there's nothing here, any enemies will come up and attack through here, and we should have a force here training at all times. Right now, of course, is a little bit of an exception, but for the most part, we should have a force training at all times, and so we will be able to intercept and defend against any underground threats that may decide to pop up and say hello. So that is most of my plans for the foreseeable future. So I want to get Jabba working on that as soon as he has time. But I want to get all of this area kind of shaved down so we can start putting in some dedicated and permanent farmland. As much as I love having farms right here, I want to kind of make it a little bit pretty and a little nicer and all of that, and that's what we're going to put over in this area. But for now, I think I'm going to go ahead and I think we're at time, so I think I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Thank you as always for watching. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like and or subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. But until next time, don't be a stranger. Take care.